Okay, so here we go. Don't forget you need your face mask. We're going to open the window so we've got a bit of ventilation going on. Lovely day. And now we're going to get going. So what am I using? Well, to start with, covers all colour. It's a satin aerosol spray paint. Face mask on. Wish me luck. There we go. As you can see, kind of messed that up a bit because we were sort of at the bottom of the spray cans, and therefore this spray isn't coming out very evenly. But that said, I actually quite like it, and I think once I've added a bit more cloud in there and so on and so on, I think we can work with that. So I'm not going to panic right now. I'm just going to accept what's there and carry on. Regardless, just thinking about the layout here, I think the sky's a little bit high. I'm going to bring it down a little bit further. The problem I'm having is my lack of spray paint. So I'm going to sort of scrape together from an old can and put that across the bottom layer and see if I can give it just an extra layer there. So there we go, I've taken it down a little bit there. I'm not too worried, to be honest, about the patchy bits, because obviously when I add more cloud effect to it, that'll make a difference. So again, a few different colours in there now, which will give it a little bit more a feel of like, I don't know, a bit cloudy, I suppose. Okay, time for a bit of white paint. Yeah, as you can see, this bit up here with the dark spray actually comes out quite nice. It looks more like blue pushing through. Good thing about spray paint, it doesn't take too long for it to dry out, so that's ready to go. As you can see, I've used this before to make my oceans. So I've got two colours I'm going to use. I'm going to use Lagoon Blue, and I'm also going to use Ultramarine Blue. Okay, so there'll be a sort of couple of colours running in there, and you'll see how I apply it in a second. So whilst the paint's still a little bit wet and sticky, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of silver glitter across it, because that will help it to sparkle. So there you go, now the horizon line's in, got the glitter down to help the sea sparkle. This now blends in quite nicely, adds quite a nice effect to it. I'll let that dry. The next stage is to bring in the shape of the land. So there we are, that's the green land, which kind of just locks that in there, the sea, and then we'll let that dry, and then we'll come on to the next stage, which is throwing a bit of paint at it. Okay, actually looking at it straight on, I'm noticing that this side comes out a little bit more than this side, so I'm just going to slightly adjust that to give it the balance that it needs. Okay, the next step is to add a little bit of paint, drip paint to the green. So this will be the grass and the leaves, that sort of effect. This takes a little bit of time to dry this stage, so I'm going to again put this one down, pretty much just pour away and see where we go with it. There we are. I don't mind having the grass quite blue because obviously it blends everything in together. This green comes out a little bit thicker, but again, that's okay, because it changes the sort of layout, the grass and the green behind it. So here we are, there's the green put on there. I suppose we could add a little bit more down the bottom here, just to kind of give it a bit more. I'm actually doing this via the camera. There we are. This needs to soak and dry now. It'll take a little bit of time, and then when it's dry, then we'll put the flowers in across it to give it the overall effect. But so far, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I think that gives it a bit shape on both sides. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, there we are. We'll come back to that. That will take a bit of time to dry. So this will be like next day job. Because if you go at it when it's still wet, I am very good at mucking that up. So I'm going to just let that just sit there, do its thing, dry out, and then we'll come back to it. Yeah, the mixture of the two colours actually combines quite nicely to give this kind of leaf effect. Again, like I said earlier, like I said before, the blue is quite important in tying it all in together. The sparkle behind is working really well in this. And it looks a little bit odd like this because you sort of think, well, that's not necessarily how leaves would be. But obviously when I overlay the flowers, it'll leave quite a nice effect. Okay, so for this stage I'm going to lay the canvas down, otherwise you'll get the running of the flowers, which I don't want on this occasion. Sometimes it's a nice effect, not on this one. I'm using light orange and zinc yellow for my flowers. So added a bit of yellow, the first sort of few flowers. It works quite nicely up here where it crosses over onto the sea,
That's quite a nice effect. A little less obvious here with the green because the yellow's quite close. So I think in these patches I'll be dropping in more orange. It's okay on the dark green there, but yeah, so I shall make sure that the sort of greener patches here, I'll go on with a bit of orange. So adding a few of the smaller oranges for the time being. You can see it kind of works nicely on the green because it's obviously ties in a little bit better with the green than the yellow did at this area here. So that's quite a nice effect. I'm still going to plough in, put in quite a few bigger orange ones, but I quite like the sprinkle of smaller ones in and amongst the larger flowers. There you go. I think I'm going to keep it quite scarce really with the flowers. I was going to load it up a bit, but I'm not sure that I need to. I think it looks pretty nice like that. I might leave it go away for a while and then make a decision whether or not I'm going to add any more. But I think for the time being, if I get back and have a look, for the time being, I quite like that. It's alright. Yeah. There you go.